Theodore Ted Kaczynski, the Harvard-educated mathematician who retreated to a dingy shack in the Montana wilderness and ran a 17-year bombing campaign that killed 3 people and injured 23 others, died Saturday. He was 81. The death of Theodore Ted Kaczynski marks the end of an era overshadowed by fear and destruction. Branded the Unabomber by the FBI, Kaczynski was found unresponsive in his cell at the Federal Prison Medical Center in Butner, North Carolina, early Saturday morning. He had been serving 4 life sentences plus 30 years for his reign of terror, which unfolded through a series of carefully crafted homemade bombs. Born on May 22, 1942, in Chicago, Theodore Kaczynski was raised in a Polish Catholic family. He displayed exceptional intellectual abilities from a young age, skipping 2 grades and eventually attending Harvard at the age of 16. Kaczynski's brilliance in mathematics was evident through his publications in prestigious journals, which garnered him recognition within the academic community. From 1978 to 1995, Kaczynski orchestrated a string of bombings that targeted universities and airlines. The Unabomber's deadly homemade devices disrupted society and instilled fear in the hearts of many. His meticulously crafted bombs, concealed in wooden boxes and devoid of fingerprints, were designed to maim or kill unsuspecting victims. The impact of his bombings was far-reaching, and the nation was held captive by his actions. In a shocking turn of events, Kaczynski's own manifesto, titled Industrial Society and Its Future, would lead to his eventual capture. In September 1995, The Washington Post, in collaboration with the New York Times, made the difficult decision to publish the 35,000-word manifesto. This decision was made in response to Kaczynski's demand that it be shared with the public. Kaczynski's brother David and his wife, Linda Patrick, recognized the writing style and tipped off the FBI, ultimately putting an end to the nation's longest and costliest manhunt. Initially, Kaczynski garnered a small group of sympathizers who compared him to iconic figures like Daniel Boone, Edward Abbey, and Henry David Thoreau. However, the revelation of his identity as a wild-eyed hermit residing in a one-room shack in Montana shattered the romanticized image. Instead, Kaczynski was seen as a vengeful loner driven by personal grievances rather than a committed revolutionary seeking societal change. Psychiatrists who interviewed Kaczynski during his imprisonment diagnosed him with paranoid schizophrenia. His delusions primarily revolved around his belief that he was being persecuted by family members in modern society. Kaczynski vehemently rejected the notion of being mentally ill and fought against an insanity defense, going as far as attempting self-harm to disrupt the legal proceedings. Kaczynski's bombings claimed the lives of 3 individuals and left many others permanently scarred, both physically and emotionally. The innocent victims included Hugh Scruton, Thomas Mosser, and Gilbert Murray. Additionally, geneticist Charles Epstein and computer expert David Gelernter were maimed by separate bombings. These tragic incidents forever altered the lives of the victims and their families, leaving a lasting legacy of pain and loss. During the height of his terror campaign, Kaczynski captured national attention and garnered comparisons to other notorious criminals. The chaos caused by threats to blow up a plane further heightened public alarm. In an unprecedented move, The Washington Post published Kaczynski's manifesto in collaboration with federal authorities, hoping it would lead to his surrender. This pivotal decision, combined with the vigilance of Kaczynski's brother and sister-in-law, ultimately brought an end to his reign of terror. The revelation of Kaczynski's identity and subsequent capture shattered his family, particularly his brother David, who had idolized him during their childhood. David's decision to expose his brother's writings to the authorities sparked a chain of events that forever strained their relationship. Ted Kaczynski vowed never to forgive his brother and expressed his disdain for him through various means. Theodore Kaczynski's actions left an indelible mark on American history. His bombing campaign changed the way packages were mailed and airplanes were boarded, leading to heightened security measures. The Unabomber's manifesto, though born out of a twisted ideology, shed light on societal concerns surrounding technology and its impact on humanity. While his crimes were heinous, they forced society to engage in critical conversations about the balance between progress and its potential consequences. Theodore Kaczynski, known as the Unabomber, was a brilliant mathematician who used his intellect to carry out a 17-year bombing campaign that claimed lives and caused widespread fear. His calculated bombings disrupted universities and airlines, leaving a lasting impact on American society. Ultimately, Kaczynski's downfall came with the publication of his manifesto and the vigilance of his own family. While his crimes were driven by personal grievances, they sparked discussions about the influence of technology and the need for a balance between progress and its potential dangers.